Welcome, everybody. Welcome. The evolution of Elijah, y'all. We are here for the first episode of the evolution of Elijah. Cannot be more excited to be bringing it to you here on Upper Echelon ATL television with Top One TV and 168 Radio. Brought to you by Echelon Drip, the clothing brand that is against gun violence. Drip with purpose. Echelon Drip was created from a very bad tragedy. My youngest brother, William Earl Wright, had was like a Nipsey Hussle in my hood, and hello,
Yes, sir.
how you doing? How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you, my brother?
I am very well. I was just telling everybody a little bit about our sponsor, Echelon Drip.
Okay.
Echelon Drip is a clothing brand that is against gun violence. Echelon Drip was created because my youngest brother, William, was brutally murdered. He was like a Nipsey Hussle in my community, and he did a whole lot for us. He gave people houses and cars, and they were jealous of him. So they murdered him. So I created Echelon not only for my younger brother, but in tribute to everyone that we have lost to gun violence. And so the proceeds, 50% of the proceeds that I sell with this brand, I put back into the community for those affected by gun violence. You there, KLM?
Yes, sir. Sound like the night's gonna be a very exciting and credible show. I can't wait to
Yes.
see and hear what it's all about.
Yes. So, this is the evolution of Elijah. The evolution of Elijah. We are here to help you get over the hump fabulously. We interview some of the hottest people in tech, fashion, social justice, and definitely entertainment, like yourself, Mr. OG, choreographer in the game, 45 years. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and 9.9 Entertainment.
9.9 Entertainment is a full-fledged management company that represents everything from dancers, singers, rappers, models, actor, and actress. 9.9 Entertainment has been in the game for a minute. I've been in the industry for over 45 years plus. I'm well known as a choreographer in the industry. Some of the shows that I've done was BET Teen Summit with my industry sister Maya,
Okay.
BET Planet Groove, BET Soundstage, BET 106 Park.
Awesome.
I've worked with half of the industry as a whole. It's not too many people I haven't worked with.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have another company called Kick and Lead the Moves, which is my dance production company, where I specialize in commercials, music videos, TV shows, movie shows, and tours for dancers. That serves about being in the industry for the areas of dance and choreography.
That's amazing. So do you have any grants or affiliates for picking with Lethal Moves in Georgia?
Uh, yeah, I have some business affiliates that I deal with out in the A. Very well known individuals
Mm-hmm.
that's have made a name for themselves. Well known choreographers and dancers and things of that nature, which is a blessing and a plus for me to be affiliated and be connected to them as well.
Definitely. We are so excited to have you on here. So at 9.9 Entertainment,
But
we know we met.
tonight is not about 9.9 Entertainment. Tonight is about Sexy Keisha. We waiting for her
Definitely.
arrival. so she can get on and uh, talk to the world and let the world know exactly what she has to offer and what she has to bring to the table as an artist in this industry,
Yeah,
which is male dominant.
yeah. That's exactly what I was getting to. Tell us more about your artist, Sexy Keisha. We definitely want to have Keisha on, and we cannot wait to talk to her. I can't wait.
Well, Sexy Keisha is a artist out of Denver, Colorado. Very well respected in the game as a female MC.
Hmm.
Um, she knows what she wants. She goes after what she wants. She don't take no for an answer, and she got a company behind her that believes in her and is about their business.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. So over here at 9.9, we don't play no games over here. So it's like if you're reaching out to 9.9, you got to be serious about what you trying to do. If you're not serious, don't waste your time and don't waste 9.9's time because that's not how we move or we operate over here. It's a full-fledged team over here that does what needs to get done to help the artist get to the next level.
I love
Um,
that.
you gotta be serious and you gotta be dedicated to the point where I can't want it for you. You gotta want it more than I want it for you. Because if I want it more for you, it's no need of you doing it. It's a waste of your time and a waste of mine.
I get
So,
that.
at the end of the day, you gotta live you gotta live this industry as a whole because that's basically what it's about. It's like
Yeah.
every day you need to be doing something to polish your craft. Cause
Hello, beautiful.
all right, there she
Hello,
go.
everybody. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Hello,
Wonderful.
hello, y'all. Everybody, welcome my beautiful guest, Sexy Keisha, y'all. Keisha,
Hey,
welcome to the platform.
thank you so much.
You
Thank
gotta
you so
turn
much
your
for
mic
having
up.
me.
Definitely, definitely. So let's jump right into it. Can you hear me okay?
I
I can hear
can.
you, but I can't hear her.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me?
KLM, can you hear her now? I can hear her.
I can't hear her at all.
Oh. He said he can't hear you at all, Keisha.
Keisha, say something.
She probably gonna redo it.
She's gonna log out and probably log back in.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely an honor and a pleasure to be with you tonight. We heard a lot of
Yes.
good things about you, so we want to see what the all the fuss is about.
Well, I do a lot of model acts. I am a designer. This is my brand, Echelon. A
Okay.
manager store, and I'm super, super excited to now have this platform to bring
Wonderful.
awareness to all these Black artists, people in tech, social justice, and entertainment. This is like one of my huge passions. So I'm very excited to be able to do that. I network and work with a lot of local talent, a lot of celebrity talent, and I feel like a lot of times people just don't have the avenue or the vehicle to get their brand out there. So that's what I'm here for.
Okay. Great. Great.
All right, let's see if we can get
I
Keisha
hope
back in here.
everybody. I hope everybody that's listening follow this brother and show him some love.
All right, Keisha's back. Can you hear her?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Can you hear? Can you hear her now,
No.
KLM?
No.
Oh wow.
Can you hear me, Edward?
I can hear you, yes, loud and clear.
I can't.
Oh my
Is she
goodness.
saying anything at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
I can't
talking.
hear her. Yeah.
I don't know how to.
Okay,
Okay,
Alina,
so
maybe go out
There we
and
go.
come back.
I got her. I got her.
you got
Oh,
her?
you can hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Now that everybody's here, we can hear everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Key.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm getting a little bit of an echo. Hold on, let me Instagram. Do.
So we screaming live on Instagram as well.
Here I go. Here we go. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Hello?
I can hear you great.
Yeah.
Okay, it's better with no
Absolutely.
echo, right?
No echo.
Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right. Let's jump into it. Welcome, Keisha. It's so much going on. I am so excited to have you here. You are a lady of many talents and you wear many hats. Rapper, songwriter, model, fitness. I mean, media personality. Tell everybody who you are, where you hail from, and a little bit about you.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction. I can definitely hear the echo. KLM, maybe you got to mute.
Make
That
sure
might
I
be
got a
where we're
what?
getting at. There we go. Okay. All right. Yes, that was a beautiful introduction. Thank you. I got part of it because we were definitely on an echo. But hi everybody.
Oh,
I am Sexy Keisha. Yes, that introduction was amazing. If you want to re-give that introduction so that I can understand what you were
yes.
saying there. Hi everybody. For
Yes.
these technical issues, we do apologize. But hi
Yeah.
world.
Well, hello, world, and hello again, Sexy Keisha. Y'all, I want to welcome y'all in. This is a lady. She wears many, many hats, and I am so blessed to have her on our show. She is a rapper, a songwriter, a model, a fitness coach, a media personality. Tell us about yourself, Sexy Keisha, where you hail from, and what you do. And how did you get to wearing all these many hats?
Yes, thank you so much. So, yes, I am Sexy Keisha from Denver, Colorado, born and raised. Shout out to the 5280, all my mile high. Salutes out there. So yes, I am all of those things. I am a writer, a rapper, a fitness influencer. I do a podcast by the name of the Sexy Keisha Show. And I also
Hey.
do some modeling and acting as well. So yes, I do wear all of these different hats, and I am also now the first lady of 9.9 Entertainment. Shout out to my boy KLM that y'all see right here in the corner. 9.9
Yeah.
Entertainment in the building. First lady, how y'all doing, world?
Congratulations. 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 That is amazing. So, Sexy Keisha, tell me about your upbringing in Denver, Colorado. Do you have a big family, brothers and sisters? And how was it growing up in Denver?
Yeah. Denver's an interesting place. It was really amazing growing up in Denver. It's very diverse. You're gonna get a little bit of every culture when you come to Denver, so it's like a really nice melting pot. Growing
Hmm.
up in Denver was always fun. I'm not really much of an outdoorsy person, so I didn't do a lot of skiing and things of that nature. But I grew
Hmm.
up with a single mom. My mom was amazing. She had sickle cell anemia. I actually lost her when I was 14. But
Oh, I'm
in that
sorry to hear
time,
that.
we had a lot of great opportunities to spend a lot of time together. Lots of family. So I am an only child. I do have a half brother, so shout out to my half brother. We have the same dad. But growing up in Denver, it was really great. I had a lot of family, a lot of friends growing up. I played a lot of sports, ran track, played basketball, volleyball, softball. Went to state and
Wow.
varsity track. Yeah, I was doing it. So
You was
that's
a
kind of where
little
I
you was
hail
a little
from.
Bo Jackson.
I was doing my thing. I was definitely doing my thing then.
I
Okay.
love it. I love it. So now that you wear all these hats as a professional woman, tell me how you got. Okay, let's start with the first one. Tell me how you got into songwriting.
So songwriting, I started as a poet. So let's just kind of backtrack there. I grew up really just kind of using poetry as an outlet, writing a lot of
Hmm.
songs, a lot of like what are now songs, but were poems then. So I just kind of grew up writing a lot of just my thoughts and feelings down on paper. And that's kind of how I originated into songwriting. So again, I started hosting poetry shows in like college. And I would always just try to bring all of the artists together. So within that, I had a friend who was like, "Hey, did you ever think about, putting those words to some music?" And he was a
Yeah.
producer, so he sent me a song, and that's when live recording was really big. So we got on the
Hmm.
live recording, and we just started kind of freestyling some stuff, and then that became Sexy Keisha, not Sexy Keisha then, Nikki T then, the songwriter, artist, rapper that you were talking to now.
Oh wow, that is amazing. So what an evolution. So I take it that poem writing turned into songwriting, songwriting turned into rapping.
Correct. Absolutely. So it all just kind of gave its own vibe, its own flow. So I began, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, putting that music together, and that's how you get the rapper, songwriter, all of that you see here.
So and how long have you been rapping?
Oh my. I have been rapping for over about 26 years.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
long time. So who are some of your influences in the game that you look up to? Some of the OGs that we may or may not know of.
Um, so many great OGs in the game that I look up to. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crazy Bone, my
Both
mentor.
thugs, yes.
Yeah, shout out to them. The Unks. Very proud to have that support there. Shout out to SODMG Soldier Boys team. Shout out to my boy T Woods. They've always been very supportive of your girl. Shout out to G Unit. Shout out to my boy Dirty D 50. The whole
Hey.
team. Everybody that's got some things going over there. I definitely look up to the Snoop D-O double Jizzle. Of course, Eminem is
Hmm.
my favorite
What's up,
rapper.
Joe?
Sexy Keisha, everyone knows Eminem is the GOAT. That's my favorite rapper.
Yes.
I'm a Pac fan at heart, of course. Grew up on a lot of Pac. Grew up in the
So a
R&B
lot
era.
of
So
West Coast, huh? A lot of West Coast in
yeah,
there.
I'm in the Midwest, so I gotta represent my coast, West Coast. So a
Yes,
lot of West
yes.
Coast. A lot of influences. I'm a big fan of the producers, Dr. Dre, Timbaland, all the greats out there. Shout out to my boy West Now Genius, who is also a producer for Bone Thugs and Harmony. So just
Yeah.
so many great people that have given me a lot of game, a lot of inspiration. Shout out to my boy out in ATL. He runs the Yo ATL Raps Video Music Awards. My
Yes.
boy Street Sweeper. Shout out to him. So
Yes.
shout out to all
Big
these
shot,
people.
street sweeper.
Yeah, shout out to everybody early in the game, whoever interviewed me, who reached out to me, who supported me, voted for me, hated on me, whatever it was. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the
Yes.
support that I've gotten. It's only made me that much of a stronger artist, and just that much more appreciative of everything that I've done thus far, as an independent previous artist, so I'm just super excited.
Yes, that sounds absolutely amazing. So, I hear that you have a new radio show on 92Q. Tell us about it.
A radio show?
Yeah, new radio show coming up on 92Q. Is that the buzz?
I'm not sure. I don't know about a radio show. I have my Sexy Keisha podcast.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that on 92Q?
I'm maybe on 92Q. I'm not familiar with 92Q, but do you have some info that I don't know?
Yeah, I was talking to talking to a little birdie. A little birdie told me that you got
Are you
some
spilling some
great
tea?
things coming up.
Are we getting some premier tea that Keisha don't know about, possibly?
Yeah, some good news. Good news. Big things popping, big things popping for Sexy Keisha, y'all. A new show nominated for your ATL Awards. Am I correct?
That is correct. I'm hearing a lot of feedback on your end. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, definitely nominated for the Yo ATL Rap Music Awards. This is my third nomination, well, third year of nomination. Two nominations this year, two great categories. So I know Phenomenal Artist is one of the categories that I've been nominated for. And the other one, I cannot remember what that category is because it was a later nomination. But thank you. Sexy Keisha does appreciate all of the
Yes,
support, nominations, the votes, the fans, everyone who has ever supported Sexy Keisha and is still supporting. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. And I just hope that you continue to do so.
definitely, definitely, definitely. So tell me, Sexy Keisha, I have heard some great music. The bag song, I love the bag song. That's I've been listening to that all day. She's a
Hey,
rider. So tell me,
hey.
you have worked with so many people. Tell me some of the people that you have had the opportunity to work with, and then like some people that you might look forward to working with in the future.
I look forward to working with everyone that wants to work with Sexy Keisha in the future. Everyone
Hmm.
that's about their business, everyone that
Right.
has that creative edge.
Hmm.
And just is good people. I don't want to work with too many. I don't want to say I don't want to work with too many. I just want to make sure that they have good vibes and positive attitudes when we do work, because when you're trying to create a
Right.
masterpiece, you've got to have a lot of good communication and open understanding about where you're going with the song. So as long as we can be
Yeah.
on the same vibe, I want to work with everyone. Um, who I am most anticipatory to work with, of course, I want to work with Dr. Dre, of course, Snoop Dogg. Um, of course, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? All the dope women in the
Yeah.
game. I support what all the
Yes.
beautiful women are doing. So I just love that movement. I love that for us as women in general and women of color. I think that's just a beautiful thing to see so many women out there representing. Um, I just want to work with everyone. Some of the people that I have worked with thus far, I've been so excited. I worked with Rich
I
Patrick
worked with Rich
Quan,
Patrick Quan,
and that was so
and that was
enjoyable.
so
Like he's an
enjoyable. Like
awesome
he's an
artist,
awesome artist.
so I loved working with him. Let's see, who else did I get to do? Dirty D, love him. Shout out to
Oh
Jude, that's my
wow.
guy. Yeah, he's an amazing artist. And just a great lyricist with the good penmanship. So I really enjoyed working with him. I also have some collabs that are coming out that I am super excited about. So I've got Crazy Bone on one of my collaborations that I am waiting to drop. It's called Drop That. I haven't put it out yet, but I'm
Hey.
super excited about that track. I got Nip on one of my dope tracks, so I'm super excited about that track that's coming. A lot of stuff that you can anticipate off my probably short EP debut, so I'm excited. There's a lot of music coming. I would love to work with Beyonce. She's incredible. Rihanna, like Nas, Wu Tang, like all the dope greats that I
That's
came up
open.
on. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
so many amazing artists out there. 50, of
Definitely.
course, like, that's a
Mm.
no-brainer.
Yes.
Kendrick, I still got love for Drake. Shout out to Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many incredible artists out there that I don't want to put myself in a box. I love pop artists, you know.
Mhm.
I love David Guetta, so I'd love to do some
Oh
pop
yeah.
music. I love Afro
Mhm.
beats. I got some songs coming out with some Jamaican artists. So shout out to my boy One Index out there in Jamaica. We got a song
Shout
coming.
out, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Nigeria. I got some Afro beats that are already out, so shout out to Black Empire Entertainment out there. Just so many incredible opportunities coming your girl's way. I can't even tell you about it all. You just gotta wait for
When
it.
are we, I know, and when are we gonna see you in the A? You have got to come down here. You know, we got our photo shoot. We're gonna be doing a little something, something with our photo shoot. So when can we expect you in the A? When can we expect to see Sexy Keisha ripping the stage in the A and looking gorgeous and little 5 points?
Thank you, baby. Usually, I come every year for the Yo ATL Rap Music Video Awards. I just came from Louisiana. So
Hey.
I got babies and stuff. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the Yo ATL. Still got a couple of weeks to kind of determine, but I'd love to be there. So if you want to
Hmm.
sponsor your girl, go ahead and sponsor me.
Yes.
um,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm also right now involved in the Maxim cover girl competition, the icon
I did
competition.
see that.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's a lot going on. So if y'all are hearing about this, please cast your votes. It is free for you to vote. You can also
And
buy an
where
issue
can they
for your
find the
girl as
link?
well for
Where can
$10.
they find it? And where can they find the link so they can vote for
Yes,
you?
they can find that link in my bio. So if you go to my page, if you're ever checking, I know y'all be on there. All you got to do is go to the bio and click that little link and cast your free vote for your girl. You can vote every day for that free vote. Please just keep casting your votes. Get your girl out there. Let's go. Let's win this thing.
Yes, let's go. Y'all, please get out there. Cast your votes for Sexy Keisha so she can win. Come on, y'all. Y'all support, support. So, Keisha, tell me more. Tell me more about the baby. I read a little bit of your article in Shout Out ATL, and you are very proud of the work that you're doing and what you're doing for your baby. So tell us about the beautiful baby.
Thank you. Yeah, so my oldest, he's 13. He just turned 13 in December. He's an amazing guy, loves sports, just a real sweetheart. And then I have a
Mhm.
little guy. He's 10. He's a sweetheart too. I got two little brainiacs. They're little black.
Oh,
Yeah, I got me little two Chico DeBarges up in there.
hey, that's
Yeah,
what's
they're
up. Two
sweet.
kings.
Yes, absolutely. So I really enjoy being a mom. That's always my first joy and first job that never ends. So
That's
they keep me on my
amazing.
toes, keep me motivated, keep me spiritually connected, and grounded. So I really do just want to send a shout out to all the mothers out there who are doing that and doing
Definitely.
this and that and all of the things that you do. Shout out to you moms.
Yes. Shout out to y'all. Yeah. Shout out to all the mothers that are out there, especially holding it down, wearing many, many hats, and taking care of the kids, raising beautiful kings and queens that are mannerable, respectable, and get good grades. We love that. So yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Miss Keisha. Now, do you have you said you a fitness influencer. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So fitness again has always been something that I've been very passionate about. I was an athlete pretty much my whole life. I started running track when I was about 4 years old. And I
Hmm.
continued sports all the way through college. So I was a student athlete for a while in college, but I had to kind of let the sports go, because it was so rigorous. I was studying to be a
Oh,
doctor then. So,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
but I've always been a
Where'd you
person who
go to
enjoys.
college?
Yeah, so I started my freshman year. Shout out to Tuskegee University, TSU in the house.
Yes.
Yes. And then I graduated. I got my bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Northern Colorado. Yes, yes.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Yes. Then I went back to
Wow.
school and I got my master's degree in counseling. So I have a master's in counseling. And then I went back again. And I pretty much I have a second master's degree. I just have one course that I have to finish before they release my degree, and that is in business and economics. So
Oh
definitely,
my goodness.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
not just music, people. Yeah, you got to keep yourself educated, stay up on your smarts and your intelligence, you know.
definitely.
But I'm very
Something to fall
grateful,
back on.
God has been so good to me.
Yeah.
He's allowed me to do so many amazing things and just connect with so many people. I'm very grateful for the journey that I'm on and the journey that I've been able to embark on. A lot of people don't get to go to college, so I encourage
That's
us
true.
to go get educated, and get that
True.
experience of higher learning. It's really a great thing for yourself. So shout out to
Yeah.
everybody who
And
wants
so,
to do
okay,
it.
so Stacey Keisha, let's expound a little bit more about that. I run into people every day. So I manage a high-end boutique in a very popular area here in Georgia called Little Five Points.
Okay.
So I run into young men and young women every day that ask me, well, where did you go to college? You've won the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. You're in all these magazines and all this and all that. Where'd you go to college to learn to do fashion? And I tell them, I did not go to school to learn fashion. I'm self-taught. And like, so how do you feel about, I feel like some people go to school for, certain things that, like don't have merit. Like I don't feel like you need to actually, go to school for some things. What is your take on that?
Well, I feel like, first of all, everything has merit. Okay, everything has merit. The Bible says there is no
Yeah,
job
certainly.
that is a dishonorable job. So whatever you're doing to make yourself better is always a good thing for you. So don't ever feel like
Mhm.
it doesn't have merit. Okay, that's the first thing.
Right.
And secondly, again, right, everyone doesn't need a 4-year college degree. You don't always need an associate's degree. You don't always need a degree, correct? Because a lot of things you can learn, right? Because that's why they say sometimes education or experience, you know, right? And
Yeah.
sometimes that experience can equate for that education, right? So if you
Hmm.
have that experience, that is equating to education. So don't think that you're not knowledgeable because you didn't go get the 4-year degree, or you couldn't afford to go get the 4-year degree or the 2-year degree or whatever degree. That kind of typical learning is not for everyone. So if
Right,
that's not
right.
for you, what I would say is go get a vocation. Go be a barber, go be
Hmm.
a cosmetologist, go do
Go get a
something that,
skill.
it's
Yeah.
more fitting towards what you want to learn and what you want to engage in. And don't let anyone set your pathway. You set your pathway. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm more of a
Yeah.
fan of. Do what feels right for you. And that's what really
Okay. I
matters.
love
As
that.
long as you're
I
happy and you feel graced and successful on the inside and you can look in the mirror at yourself every day and say, I did that shit, you're fine.
Mhm. That is awesome. So, Keisha, I have a question. So, I have been listening to the music, and it is a little risque. Can you tell me what brought you to, I guess, this brand, this style of music?
That's a great question. I don't think anyone has really asked me in that way. So I definitely was a married woman, still am a married woman, kind of a process going through divorce type of thing. But I feel like the style of music that I do in regards to the risque is more about women empowerment and feeling sexy within yourself. That's what the
Hmm.
sexy is about. It's not about just being sexy to the world or projecting some kind of sex symbolism. It's more about, hey, as a woman, I can be a mom, I can be a wife,
Right.
I can be a model, I can
Right.
be an actress, I can be a podcaster, I can be whatever the fuck I want to be sexy doing it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, still get that bag, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for
And
me,
be
what
unapologetic about it. Yeah.
and be unapologetically sexy, right? So just because every woman or whoever the women are may be projecting this image of sexiness, that doesn't always mean they're a whore or they're sleeping around or they're doing these things that everybody gets this image about. That's not always true. As a woman who was married, I feel like you've got to maintain your sexy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to maintain a
Definitely.
healthy relationship with you and your husband, if you're going through some traumatic experiences where you don't feel sexy and you don't feel like you're desirable as a woman, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So Sexy
Mhm.
Keisha as a brand is about the overall woman, being who you are, being sexy, being a health fitness influencer. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you keep
Yeah.
your body right, being healthy, being mentally healthy, making sure
Yeah.
that you understand where you've been and where you're going. Just being a more mature version of yourself as a woman, right? Because everyone has
Yeah.
to go through phases in life. And that's what Sexy Keisha is about. It's about that
That's awesome.
evolving as a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And just
Hmm.
because you're married or whatever, you're big, you're this, you're that, as a woman, you're sexy and embrace that, embark on that. Don't let no one take that away from you. You know,
That
that's
is
what it's about.
beautiful. That is awesome. Ladies, y'all hear that? The words straight from Sexy Keisha. Love you and all of you and be unapologetic about it. That is a great, great message. So, if you had a message to give children that aspire to be up and coming artists, what would that be?
Learn the business. Learn the business. Learn your craft, okay? Learn what you're doing. If you really want to be an artist, learn what it means to have royalties. Learn what it means to release songs. Learn about distribution. Learn about marketing. Do everything that you can to learn about as much in this business as you possibly can so that you can't get got, right? That's the first thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Secondly, be authentically yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to adjust your image a little bit. It's okay to, shape and polish things. But if you're doing things that feel unnatural to you, don't do it. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Be true to
Yeah.
yourself as an artist because it's going to show when you're rapping, when you're doing music. If you're not who you say you are and you're trying to be 10 different people all at once, people are going to see that, you know? So just be you.
Yeah.
Be
All right.
humble, be
Mm-hmm.
humble and be appreciative for anything that comes your way. Be grateful. Do not have a cocky big head because just because people make this look easy does not mean that it's an easy thing to do. So be appreciative of what people are doing and have some respect for the ones who've done it before you. Um,
Definitely. Definitely.
yeah, another word of advice I would say is just have a good support system and people who love you and actually care about you around you. Um,
Mhm.
because it's not easy and it's a lot of criticism in these kind of things. And even when you're winning, you always just want people around who are going to give you positiveness and realness. It's hard to keep
Definitely.
people around who are gonna like keep it real with you, and tell you, like you're feeling yourself, you're smelling yourself, or look, like don't take that. You're more than what you're getting offered. Like you're a boss. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Know
So
your worth.
just
Right.
know
Yeah.
your worth exactly.
I
And don't
love
feel like
that.
don't feel like you've got to be pressured into anything. Like if it doesn't feel like this is you, fucking don't do it.
I love that. I love that. Sex Kisha, you are full of good things to say and so very positive. So positive for the women, for the
Thank
kids.
you.
I like this has been amazing, amazing. I can't wait to have you on my show again. So tell us about the new EP that's coming out.
So myself and management 9.9 entertainment, we are kind of in discussion right now about how we're going to do this. So I haven't done a debut album yet, and that's kind of
Yeah.
what's been more anticipated. So we're kind of just figuring out which way we're going to go, what direction we're going to do. Are we going to drop two EPs, or we're going to drop one old school old fashioned album that has 21, 22 songs on it? you know
Yeah.
um we're just in the process of trying to figure out what the consumers will really pay attention to and listen to. And I've got so many songs. It's like I want to drop them all at once, but some of them are so, gemming and such like diamonds in the rough that I just want to hold on to them. But I got to get the
Yeah.
music
I
out.
definitely get
So
it.
it's
I
coming.
definitely get it. Okay.
Beautiful
Well, we
chaos.
definitely looking forward. We definitely looking forward to it. Okay, so I have a new television show. It's like a black QVC style television show, and of course, we're gonna have people featuring models coming down the runway wearing all these local designers and designers from all over the place. But coupled with that, we want to have live entertainment. So I hope that you will don us with your grace and your presence and be on our show and be on a couple of episodes and sing for us. I so look forward to that. And you coming to the A. Y'all, this has been a blast coming here talking to Sexy Keisha, my first show on the Upper Echelon ATL television, was sponsored by Echelon Drip and for Top One TV with Mr. Mark Gray. Woo! We love
Shout
Mr.
out to Top
Mark.
One. We love
Shout out
you.
to
Top
Top
One
One.
TV.
Yeah, shout out to Top One TV, Power TV app, and definitely 168 Radio. Y'all, this is your guy, Edward Elijah, coming to you live from the A. I got my girl, Sexy Keisha. Y'all stay on the lookout for my boo, Sexy Keisha. Y'all know I'm going to be posting her stuff, and she's going to be posting too because she got a lot to offer. Y'all stay tuned for Sexy Keisha and some fabulous Edward Elijah drip, y'all. Y'all just stay tuned for all the amazing things. Keisha, I want to thank you so much for being on the show today. Thank you for telling the world about all your amazing things and everything that you got coming up. We look forward to seeing more and hearing all the amazing sounds. Thank you to KLM 9.9 Entertainment and everybody that supports Keisha. Y'all keep on supporting. It has been an amazing show, but we are going to sign off. We're going to hop out of here for now, but we definitely coming back to y'all next week. So we're gonna say bye for now. Love you, Keisha. I look forward to talking to you more later on. Thank you so, so much again. Thank your management team and thank everybody that is sticking behind you. Keep on doing what you're doing and definitely stay fabulous and stay
Thank you,
sexy,
hon.
boo.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this amazing platform and all of you who have supported. I'm so grateful.
Yes, you are so very, very welcome, y'all. Well, we're going to say goodbye for now from the evolution of Elijah, y'all. Peace out. Bye bye now.